The boys are gone home. It's just me in the studio. But coming up in this 100K episode, we try and turn $10 into 100K betting on the footy on round 13 of the AFL. Matt, the Brownlow Shark, joins us. He gives his updated leaderboard for this year's Brownlow, who was fucking close last year, and some really good bets in there. And at the end, of course, we ramble. Welcome back to the show that is now technically eligible for the NAB Rising Star. Welcome back to the show that's only relevant thanks to Caitlin Clark. Welcome back to the show that's looking for new advice on how to improve Jev's diet. Welcome back to the show that once won back-to-back flags with St Kilda on AFL Live 2003. Welcome back to the show that every week grabs a cool, hard, crisp $10 and tries to turn it into a magical $100,000 by betting on the footy. Welcome back to the show that's a week away from having Doe back in this chair. Jev, how are you, Hoss?
Oh, a great introduction, Morgs. My diet is questionable, but thank you for the introduction. Why does Dr. Pepper come in a can, Lou?
Why's that?
Because his wife died. Oh, that's not funny. I needed something funny like what do sea turtles and lesbians have in common? No, we'll say that one later. Co, the shark is back. The shark is back. It's good to have you. Our Brownlow Shark, he's been away a bit this year. It's good to finally have him. We're going to update with the Brownlow. I can't fucking wait, Morgs.
Matt, how are you?
Good to be back. Good to be back. And in my brand new 100K hoodie, feels absolutely fantastic. Not being biased, probably the best hoodie I've ever worn.
It looks incredible.
And they wear like the best fucking hoodie. Yeah, they are officially out. So the link will be in the podcast link and the YouTube link. This is what, 5 months in the making, Jeff. They are finally live. So we've sold a lot on the Discord already because they got first crack. But they are now live. We'll post more info about that. We'll give Matt a bit of a proper introduction going forward. But until we do that, Jeff, last week, 16 of 24 at 66%. So we're only 3 percentiles away from a dinner for two. A pretty lively week from us, I would have thought. Some stiff legs in there, though. You had some stiffies.
Yeah, Harley Reid anytime. 17 touches at half time. Gets tagged in the second half. Usually he goes and sits in the goal square. I don't know why he didn't go and kick a snag.
He was rattled.
Got a bit of a bar from Windhager. Jeremy Cameron to kick 2, only kick 1. Bit out of form, Cameron. And Jake Stringer for 3. I took a shot with Jake Stringer for 3. He didn't kick any. Kicked a couple of points, so nothing there. Co, you have the fan legs.
The fan legs. I only have one bad leg, and that was from Squid Jocks from Pakenham. He had Grind Myers for 20, so he's a bit out of form, Grind.
Is that the only stiffy from the fans?
They had a good week.
Pretty good week by their fans.
They've had a good fortnight, to be fair. And we should say, Jeff, thanks to Better Beer for pairing tonight's episode. My stiff legs, the friendship tester, Essendon head-to-head. I know we'll never agree on this. I still think it's a good leg.
Shocker.
But it lost. So I don't know what to tell you. Cozzy Pickett for 2. He had 0 up in Darwin. That is a stiff leg.
Alice Springs, he was horrible.
Just a stinker for Melbourne.
Exactly. You write that one off. The Cincinnati Stengel, I had him for 2. He only had 1. And Glutes Walter anytime. We love him. Now, we love Jed. We love the size of his glutes, but he has to be out of the multi.
He's having a spell.
He's just a kid.
Like we said about Toby Green, let's take the pressure off him. Let's leave him out of the multi. Let's let him work into it. There were some good ones, though.
Yeah, Jeremy Cameron, 15.
Yep.
Sean Darcy, anytime at $2.30.
Best leg of the week.
Good leg.
Yep.
Jeremy Sharp for 20, the running machine. Caleb Sarong for 25 is death taxes. Bailey Humphrey, anytime. Noah Anderson, 25. And Mason Redmond for 20. So I had some good stuff in there. The fans, good legs. Listen to these.
Great legs. So Darcy Fogarty, anytime.
Great leg.
McKelty Lafau from Richmond, anytime. Tom
leg.
Hawkins, anytime. Max Holmes, 25 plus. That's a great leg. And Max Scorn for 15.
That's good bet.
Also cash.
Well
Some comments. Good DMs we got from the fans. Good engagement. Yeah,
well pronounced on the...
Yeah, is that right?
Yeah, I thought that was good.
McKelty.
I reckon the ramble is about 35 minutes
give your
away.
Good legs.
Good legs. I shouldn't have teased the ramble, Jeff.
Thank God.
So I had some good legs. John Newcomb, 20. The Butcher's Dog for 1. Little Jack Higgins. He's good for a goal every week.
He's always kicking one.
And Batraka. And
20.
we'll speak more about that, but the form and the odds that we're getting on Petrarca, there's something a little bit wrong. Now the ramble, Jeff, I reckon it's about 25 minutes away.
You've come down 10 minutes.
The 100K multi starts on Saturday, 1:45. So we give people time. We've spoken about the theory behind the multi, Matt. We start Saturday 1:45. Give people time, give me time to edit it, let people watch it, let people listen. So we'll speak about the Thursday night game, which is Crows versus Richmond over in Adelaide, and then the Dogs and the Lions in the ramble after the multi.
Also 100K versus the bookies. We went 2 from 2 last week, so that's coming up in the ramble.
So
I can't wait for the ramble. Just
probably only 24 minutes away, I reckon.
It is such a good list.
I reckon 30.
Yeah, 30 probably. Now, as I said, I'll give him a good introduction. So the Shark, an unbelievable year last year, it has to be said. It took us 12 weeks, but you're finally back. So we apologise for taking so long. He likes a dark room with a whiteboard, footy wire in the AFL app, and a lit lavender candle, this man. This man scours and devours, magnifies and justifies every single Brownlow vote awarded. Welcome back to 100K HQ, the motherfucking Brownlow Shark.
Yes.
So it's a great introduction. Thank you.
So we wanted to quickly touch on it last year. So everyone that saw the live Brownlow episode,
Just a huge success as well, might I say. The
massive
live
success.
show.
Probably our biggest viewed show of all time. And we absolutely cashed in thanks to you, Matt. So how'd you go on the leaderboard from last year?
Well, I didn't actually get the winner, which
That's
is
okay.
probably the main thing. But if anyone gave Lockie Neal 3 votes against Hawthorn when he had 20 disposals, I'll go boo. So, so I had Nick Dacos winning on 31. Lockie Neal won on 31. I had Bont on 30. He came second on 29, so it was pretty close. I had Zach Butters third on 28. Nick Dacos came third on 28.
Zachary?
I had Lockie Neal on 27. He ended up winning.
Yes.
But take off that 3 votes that he shouldn't have got.
Yeah,
Charlie
Charlie
Cummings
So-
that's not on you.
Yeah. And then they had Zach. So Zach Butters came 4th on 27. I had Petrarca on 27. Errol Goulden had 27 on the actual Brownlow. I had Caleb Sarong for 25. He had 24. And then, as I said, I had Goulden for 23. He had 27.
Yeah, so you
And
had,
I had Petrarca on 27 and he had 26.
So
I was pretty
so
close.
you had Bont for 30, he had 29. You had Petrarca for 27, he had 26. You had Butters for 28, he had 27.
Yeah.
Geez, you're good at the Brownlow.
So you're fucking real close. And no wonder we cashed in.
Yeah.
So it was more about
Yes.
the cash outs. There was options to cash out on Brownlow night.
And the round betting.
Round
Because he
betting,
does,
yes.
he does
the
every
round
vote
betting,
for every game.
This year we have to do that.
Yep.
You're allowed to
Put some
bet on
money in.
round 1 who gets 3 votes.
Yeah.
And he's got a couple, like we were looking it up and it's like, hang on, we're getting $1.90 for this guy to get 3. Dicky had him a lock for 3, so can't wait for
Should have
that.
some fun with that.
exactly like on the TV where it says expected to poll.
Yeah.
So this was, it was a huge
Big
episode.
big things coming this year for the Brownlow show.
Big final. So let's go. So it's round 12. We're 12 weeks in. So we've talked
Halfway
about the
through.
Brownlow. The 100K is extremely invested in Zach Butters. Who else are we invested in?
Tom Green.
You want
Tom Green,
Jem
of
wants
course.
Tom Green.
Tom Green.
Anyone else?
Isaac Heaney, I got a little
Of
sprinkle
course,
on.
Isaac. We missed
else?
out on Dacos, our own male.
Yeah.
At 15-1 the week he was 15-1. We spoke about it.
Now
We
he's the
left him
favourite
alone. Now he's $4.
433.
So let's give it to us. So you've got top 11, I believe.
Top 11, because I had a few guys equal on 13 votes, so I wanted to squeeze them all in. So I'll start with them. So equal on 13 votes, I've got Sam Walsh, Zach Butters, Chad Warner, and Errol Goulden.
Ooh, all on 13.
Just
You got
13
4
votes.
on 13 votes,
Yep.
which is pretty good at round 12.
So Sam Walsh has been unbelievable since he came. He
Yeah.
missed the first 3 games, I think, so he's been unbelievable. I got Noah Anderson on 14 votes,
Yep.
which might come a bit of a surprise.
Definitely.
But like he's been in good form.
He's been great for him.
Caleb Sarong on 15 votes. Marcus Bontempelli on 15 votes.
Wow.
Now it's top 4.
Patrick Cripps, 16 votes. Zach Merritt, 16 votes. Second, Nick Dacos on 18 votes. And I still have leading at the halfway mark, Isaac Heaney on 20 votes.
Wow. So as we just said about the top 10,
So
so
there you go.
that could go either way.
Yeah.
But it looks like your 2 leaders are pretty clear.
So I had written down Nick Dacos has polled 14 votes the last 4 weeks. 5 weeks, sorry.
14 and
Including 4 best on grounds in a row. And then
hell.
2 votes last week against the Bulldogs.
What's the stat? He's had 60 coaches votes.
47
Yeah, so
47, sorry.
47 coaches votes last 5 weeks out of 50. So just an
Unbelievable.
unbelievable form.
He's in good form.
And yeah, so they're starting to catch Isaac Heaney a bit. Obviously having Goulden and Warner
Yep.
stealing votes off him. So yeah, we'll see how we
Yeah,
go.
this week was for the first time I thought actually Heaney might not win it because of how many votes
Yep.
Gordon and Warner are going to take
Yeah.
from him and how good a form they're both in.
I mean,
as well.
Chad is just in
Chad's in
unbelievable.
like Chad's taken 3 weeks in a row from Isaac, and now
Yeah.
it's like Dacos is the only one doing it for the Pies. How did we not get that 15 to 1?
I can't.
We
Was he-
called
It
it.
Yeah.
hurts my sleep.
He had a
Yeah.
very quiet start. Brownlow wise.
Yeah,
so.
good stats, but quiet start,
Yeah,
Brownlows.
yeah.
So you got Heaney first, Dacos second, Merritt and Cripps on 16. So they're 4 votes off the lead, going head to head this
And
week.
then, yeah,
Bond
Bond.
on 15 playing Friday night.
Yep.
So Wrong on 15 on a bye. Anderson 14. So he's only 6 pace off the votes. He's a Hall of Famer at home. He always polls at home. Polled again last week. I know
Yeah,
you've
gave
got
him
it.
3
And then
votes last
Goulden, Warner, Butters, and Walsh still on the pace on 13. Warner gets 1 more 3 this week, kicks another 3. He's on to 16. He's coming to equal 4th.
Has it ever been done? Let us know in the comments, or if you know, Jeff, or yourself. Has there ever been a team that's finished the top 10 with 3 players in the top 10?
I know. I'm pretty sure when Ben Cousins
Yeah,
won, Daniel Kerr came
and-
second
yeah,
or
something
third.
like that.
Yep.
They were both top
Yeah.
3. And yeah,
Unbelievable.
I'd have to look it up.
Fucking hard to, surely.
Oh, yeah.
Dacos just needs some help.
I just can't see Heaney hanging on. I don't know.
So can I throw you on the spot?
if you want.
Right now, if I have some of Nan's super distributed to me to put a Brownlow bet on,
$100 cash, right
$100 cash, who am I putting the money on?
I'll be going Nick Dacos.
Just take the 4, you reckon?
Yeah.
Well, you wouldn't spread 25 out over four players?
Yeah, maybe a sprinkle on Bont.
Sprinkle on Bont.
Yeah.
He's a freak.
Cripper always polls well.
We know, yes.
Das loves that.
We will cut it later, but I'd love to know the value on Cripps.
$7.50 right now. So he's third favourite. So it's Dacos at 4, Heaney at 4.50, Cripps at 7.50, Merritt at 8, then Sarong, Chad at 12, Bont at 13. So Bont's the bet right now.
Bont's the bet, definitely.
He's got Bont at 15
That's
votes.
very similar to my leaderboard as well.
And plays Friday night. If he gets 3, watch that market change.
Under the lid.
In the igloo.
Yeah.
Also in the ramble, coming up in about half an hour from now, 25 minutes from now.
I'm so excited.
Das has a good multi he's put on about the Brownlow.
Brownlow
that we'll get
multi.
into. Yep.
Love that. He's very good at those. That's awesome.
Did Bont get 4 votes for his game on the weekend?
If I could give 4 votes, I would.
We were there the day. Cripps should have got 4 against GWS, and
Yes.
Bont should have got 4 for his 38 and 2 on the
And then
weekend.
Dacos got the 2. So
His hairdo's fucking awesome. That's the bet. Bont, you've heard it here first. Let's time to hit the multi.
Yeah, let's go.
Every single week we get $10 to try and turn it into $100,000, usually with 25 legs on the footy. This week we've got about, 32 legs, Jeff?
Yeah, it's a big one.
So we've stacked same game multis. So people often ask us, how do you get more than 25? What you have to do is use same game multis when you're going onto your bookie, same game multi into same game multi, and you can have as many legs as you like. It looks like. As always, we start at 1:45. It is Saturday, June 8, Hawthorn versus GWS at UTAS. Jeff, who do you like?
If you are a member of our Patreon,
Yes.
Lou,
Yes,
link in the
this is a
bio,
good- a very good shout.
you get it emailed straight to you, this multi. So
That's a great
let's
shout.
go to cash as well.
Definitely.
This is one of those weeks. There's 2 great games Sunday and a great game Monday.
Yes.
We just have to get through Saturday.
It's a free hit.
We just have to get through Saturday. We've got to be alive Saturday. And Hawthorn GWS is an awesome betting game.
Awesome.
Being in Tassie, it's you minus a couple of stats. But I'm going to start with Jai Newcomb, 20 touches at $1.25. My man is cooking with straight gas at the moment. Been unbelievable league for the 100K. He's hit in his last 7 games. His last 3 games against the Giants, he smashed his over and has hit the last 5 in Tassie, including a 40-piece last year against the Dogs.
Oh, yeah.
He's a super player. The Hawks are flying at the moment. Jai Newcomb, 20 touches. Let's get us rolling,
oath.
boys. Okay.
That's a good start. I've been listening to the show every week, as I always do.
Have you really?
And I love the Who Am I.
Yes.
So I've bought my
it.
own Who Am I, if that's okay.
Great.
So I'll start. I'm paying $1.28 for 15 disposals. My last 5 games, I've had 20, 27, 28, 17 and 17. I've had 15 disposals in 10 of 11 games this year, and I'm currently the #1 highest rated wingman in the comp. My dad's name is Dean, and his middle name is Ambrose. Who am I?
Oh, it's got to be
Marvy Old
no,
Chol.
it's got to be Joe Mercedes,
Joe Mercedes.
doesn't it?
It's maybe, I think Marvy Old Chol.
It's Massimo D'Ambrosio.
Oh.
Massimo Curry.
What a pickup. Essendon traded him for pick 61 and a future 4th.
I saw
So this
Hoodie
just
had him
hit.
as the highest rated wingman
Yes.
right now.
And his dad's name is Dean Ambrose D'Ambrosio.
That is
Great
good.
follow.
So that's my first leg.
Massimo for 15, Newcomb for 20. Lou, what do you got to add?
Give me Mr. Consistent, Jev. Your favourite footballer's favourite footballer, Dylan Moore, anytime at $1.19.
Yeah.
I was listening to this. He's 80% on his last 5. He's 80% on his last 10. He's 80% on his last 20.
Oh, so he's a freak.
Mr. Consistent. This man's got his flowers last week, and I fucking love to see it. He kicked 5 last week at 51 to 1. I fucking love that. Should be in Gold Rush. Probably will. He's kicked 7 goals in his last 4 games against the Giants. In the win against the Saints down there at UTAS, he kicked 2. So he loves his form this year.
Just a pure footballer.
Loves Hobart or Launceston, wherever it is. $1.19 anytime is cash.
Yeah, he's just a pure footballer.
What a game. he had
Kane
last week.
Corn said he's pound for pound one of the best players in the comp.
Yep.
Like guy, but he gets it done. Absolutely love him. So that's a good start. Great start.
Happy to have him in the multi. On to a game that's not so good. West Coast versus North Melbourne, Optus Stadium, Jev.
Liam Duggan, 20 touches at $1.12. In a
nice.
game like this, we just love sure things.
Yep.
He's 100% for his last 10 games for 20 touches. He's 6 for 6 this year at Optus Stadium for having 20 touches. He's surer than a side of gravy on your Palmer.
Yep.
He's surer than a stiffy in Wolf of Wall Street.
Oh, yeah.
He's surer than a hungover Sunday tug. He's surer than a Friday night same game multi. He's Liam Duggan and he's having 20 touches.
like that.
That's
Let's
great.
get this rolling.
That's awesome.
Go.
I could not find a leg that I liked, so
No.
I'm just going to stay away.
I was exactly the same. It would have, if it was Sunday, it would have been Water Jesus for 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, with no Harley Reid.
Just get through.
And then Waterman off an injury.
No Tim Kelly.
He's only like $1.30 for 2.
Yep.
No Tim Kelly. Can't trust anyone from North Melbourne.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
you generally, like I was looking and you generally can't.
there's
find a
nothing
good
popped
leg
out in
for
this.
North,
Yeah,
so.
not a good leg.
I might have something on North later.
Good.
100K versus the bookies sort of set up.
Ramble's about 18 minutes away. So give me Kath Lachlan to be best on. Sunday. There's only 2 games Saturday.
No,
Am I missing a game?
Saturday night.
St Kilda versus Gold Coast.
St Kilda versus Gold Coast. You're a good man. Marvel. The actual big freeze, Jeb. Yeah. So they say the big freeze is on Monday. It's fucking not. It'll be Arctic in the Esky on Saturday, Arvo. Jev, this is a fucking hard game to bet on.
This is dead set sauna to ice bath. Going from the Gold Coast to
Fucking
the Igloo. It would be freezing. No legs for me, unfortunately. There's so much value out there, but we just have to be alive going into Sunday.
Yeah. Yep.
But the Suns are fucking fantastic to watch and good to bet on.
Yep.
Like, I love Bailey Humphrey for a snag. I love Matt Rao for 20 at $1.40.
Yep.
But no legs for me in this game. Shark.
Give me Ben King for 2 goals.
Yeah, my boy.
$1.35.
Yep.
He's kicked 17 in his last 5.
Awesome.
Equal leading the Coleman. This should just hit against an average Saints team. His sister Max isn't playing, but he'll be watching in the stands, and Ben will show Max
Breast milk.
what it's like to be a dominant key forward. So give me
Breast
Ben King.
milk in the stands, is it?
Does Max dye his hair black? Because he gets treated like a redheaded stepson. It's unbelievable.
He's all right.
I left this one alone. The only one that nearly tempted me, Jeff, was Big Say-So Wood for a snag. He kicked 4 last week. He was fucking golden. It reminds me of a segment, the most lucrative segment in all of sports, the bets we weren't on that we wish we were.
Gold Rush.
Cue the music. This is actually
That
a
was good to
fucking
be a part
cracker of an episode. So we're starting with the disposals because I always butcher it and I go a bit fast. Switowski, 25. Switowski? Switter. 29 bucks. What did you butcher it?
29 bucks for
29 to 1
Wow.
for 25. Ollie Dempsey had 27. He got 16 for 25. Mac Andrew, my boy, 11.50 for 25. Jaeger O'Meara, 11 bucks for 25. 11 bucks for 25.
so nice.
Had 26. Dylan Moore, our man, we spoke about it. $10 for 25. He had 27. Moving on to 30 disposals. Alex Sexton had 30. Could have got 12 bucks. Liam Baker had 30 at 6. Mitchie Hinge, our boy, still hungover from Adelaide. 4.50 for 30. Jordan Clark had 36. Could have got 3.40. And Rory led a little bit of jump time to 30. On to 35. Geordie Clark, 36. Could have got 10 bucks. Bailey Dale had 35. Could have got 4.50. Matt Crouch, 35. $4.25. The Bond, 38. Great game. 4.20. And then Aztrelaw, 37. His disposals last month has been unbelievable.
$2.40 for 35. That is short.
And he has been for a month. Moving on to the snags. My favourites, the anytime goal scorers. Just the one. Brody Kemp kicked the snag at $9.
$9.
Jeff. Mitch McGovern kicked one at 9. Jakey Kelly at 7. Tom McDonald, T-Mac. He kicked he kicked 2 for 1. He could have got 7. Then Geordie Clark kicked 1 at 7. On to 2s. As I said, T-Mac 15. Nick Cox, Nick with a K, kicked 2, 15. Mason Wood, as I said, 4. He could have got 13 for 2. Jack McRae kicked 2, could have got 12. And Josh Dacos kicked 2 at 10. Josh Dacos for 2, that's a great bet. Nick Cox, Nick with a K for Cox for 3. 26 to 1. Ollie Dempsey for 3, 15 to 1. Mike Walters.
Nicky Walters.
Mike Walters. $15 for 3, and Zachy Williams kicked 3. He's kicked 7 in a fortnight, Jeff. $12.50.
$12.50.
4 goals. Maso Wood, 51 to 1.
Wow.
That's a fucking ripper. Benny Long, playing his old team, wanted him in the multi.
He was
this
great
week.
last week.
Awesome, he was. He kicked 4, 29. And then the whitest of Wales, Jeff, to bring us home for 5 snags, 46 to 1. Dylan Moore down in Tassie. So it was a fucking awesome gold rush.
Oh, great goal.
Imagine having a multi for Dylan Moore for 25 and 5.
Yeah,
that would pay
it was like
huge.
650 to 1. If you added Hawthorn to win, you got 1,000 to 1.
I think he might be the only one in 25 and 5 club this year.
This year, I think he might be.
What a segment.
So that is the most lucrative segment.
That was great to be
the
a-
bets we
Great.
Weren't on the, but we wish we were.
Oh, well done, Lou.
Moving on to Sunday, Jev. We're absolutely kissed on the dick here. We've got the 3 games, a free hit. Sunday, the June 9th, Sydney Swans versus Geelong at the SCG, Jev.
The Showtime Swans are back, Lou.
Yes, they are.
The
Thank
Showtime
God.
Swans are fucking back. It's good to see him back after a bye. I'm fucking pumped. New jumper, Swans jumper.
That's
Won
dank.
this on SEN.
That's dank as
Won
fuck.
this on SEN. Errol Goodwin was on SEN. I text in saying, I just love this bloke. So proud he's a Swan. And then they text me saying, you've just won a jumper. And it got sent in the mail. So I'm pretty wrapped with that.
It's awesome.
Give me Chad Warner 20.
Yep.
And Brody Grundy for 15.
Yeah.
Brody Grundy's $1.22 for 15. Chad is one of the hottest players in the com right now. He's had 20, 10 of 11 this season, missed once with 19. He's had 28 touches, 3 of his last 4 at the SCG. He's just a star.
Yep.
I'm curious if Geelong are going to try and tag him or not.
Okay, yep.
I don't think they will. And then Brody Grundy for 15. Yeah. He's had 15 touches, 9 games in a row for the Swans. He's been such a good pickup for us. He's had 21, 19 and 24 his last 3 at the SCG.
Yep.
And he's playing on Toby Conway, who's a good player, but I reckon Broads is going to give him a good old-fashioned bubble bath.
Little boying.
Squeaky clean extra soap for Toby Conway.
Toby Conway.
Toby Conway.
Unbelievable.
Would you know him if he made you Subway?
They need a ruckman, I reckon. I'll be honest.
So, yeah, just Chad for 20, Brody Graham for 15 to start me off.
Big final.
I'll start with Errol Goulden for 25 at
go
$1.38.
Yep.
This has hit the last 8 games in a row.
He's a gun.
He's an absolute superstar. And he said he wants to play 100% game
100%
time.
game
So
time.
that just means more touches. So
Langdon style.
I'll take that. And then I've also got Jeremy Cameron for 2 goals at $1.89. He's a bit out of form.
He is.
He's only kicked 3 in his last 3 games.
Yep.
But as Das likes to say, either hot or you due.
Yes.
And he's too good to, go missing. So I'll take Jeremy Cameron for 2 goals, please.
And I reckon we've bet on the old hot or you due on Jez this will be our 3rd week.
Yeah, sure.
I'm not sure what time
He's too much of a superstar.
He is.
So
You're right. Speaking of superstars, this bloke's hog would be fucking enormous, Jev. He banged like an old dunny door, this bloke. And I'm talking about Tom Hawkins. For any time goal scorer, you can get $1.27. I reckon he got on the Metamucil, old Hawk. He looks a little bit light the last fortnight, don't you reckon?
Crapped one out.
He's just stopped drinking at his own pre-game functions, maybe. Loves the Swamp. His last 5 against the Swamp, he's kicked 2, 5, 3, 1, 1. So he gets a hold of you a little bit,
he
Jev.
does.
He's played the
Grand
Swans
final day.
8 times in his career. He's kicked a goal in every game and he's kicked 23 in total. 23 snags.
$1.27 for any time.
It's unbelievable.
Great value.
He would tape it to his...
Will Hayward anytime.
Jeez.
Tom Papley anytime.
Yep.
Chad Warner anytime.
Yep.
Joel Amati anytime.
Yes.
Will Hayward just signed a brand new 5-year deal with the Swans. He's paying $1.15 for any time. He's kicked 13 goals his last 5 games. He kicked a goal in 7 games in a row. I'm only asking for 1 snag from Will Hayward. Tom Papley just kicks sausages at the SCG. I'm getting $1.15 for any time.
That's great.
He has kicked a goal 24 straight games at the SCG.
Wow.
24 straight. He's kicked a goal 7 times in a row against the Cats, and we all know small forwards against the Cats is the bet.
course.
I reckon he could be in for 3 or 4. Big Pat, we're only asked for 1. Chad Warner anytime, $1.22. Chad, my fucking boy Chad. He's kicked a snag 9 of his last 10 games as a midfielder.
Yep.
A fucking midfielder who's kicked 9 goals in the last 10. Well, he's kicked more than that, 9 of 10 games. Coming off 4 against the Dogs and then a bye. He'll be refreshed and ready to kick more sausages. If they try and tag him, he'll just take him to the cube and kick the snag. And then Joel Amati anytime at $1.19. He's kicked a snag 10 games in a row. 10 games in a row. Yep. He's kicked 9 goals his last 4 games at the SCG. He just gets it done for us. Yep. So those 4 anytime. The Swans always have about 10 different anytime goal kickers. There's 4 of them. I like some more, but we didn't even need them to get to 100K in this multi. Yeah. So they are my 4 goal kickers for the Swans. Go.
My last leg is Tyson Stengel anytime for he's paying $1.22. He's kicked 12 in his last 5, so he's in unbelievable form. Not sure who gets the matchup. Harry Cunningham. Yeah, so if he plays on him, I'll look for him to get off the chain. So I'll take Stengel for a goal, please.
Love it. Had him for 2 last week, kicked the 1. So the form's there. Got a who am I for us?
Oh, love it. Who am
I'm paying $1.52 for any time snag. I've kicked 79 goals in my 88-game career. Around the club, they call me Seabiscuit.
Seabiscuit.
My last 5, I've gone 1, 1, 1, 2, 1. Who am I?
Tony...
Gary Ablett Senior.
Billy Brownless.
Brad Close. Unbelievable.
And what are you getting?
$1.52.
Wow.
It's been in the multi, I reckon, every second week because we're just expecting them to bring the odds in, but for some reason they don't. Yeah. As I said, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1 the last 5. Big Seabiscuit.
You love that.
He's due. You got anything else?
No, that's it for me.
That's it for me.
I got 1 more. So you've got Jez Cameron for 2.
Yep.
Bring him into the 15 club.
Yes.
Nice. 2 and 15. Down the Ballerine close. We wanted to go down last. I had the car running at about 5:40. We didn't get there. Bloke's a fucking stud. We said it last week. You're either hot or you're due. 100% his last 9. Had it the last 3 against the Swans. He's gone 17, 18, 17. The last time the Cats played at the SCG in 2022, he had 17.
Yeah.
Form's there.
So
we are betting a little bit on theory here. Hot or you due, 2 and 15.
He's definitely due.
He is the owner of the club.
He gets 15 every week. He locks in 15. And what are we getting? $1.39 is golden for the 100K. He just needs to come to the party and start kicking 2.
Yep.
But you know he's got a 6 in his pocket whenever he wants it.
Sure.
You feel like so. Yeah, let's go.
I'm going to be
good betting.
1 and 8 by quarter time.
And
we'll start driving to Geelong. Yeah. Essendon, Carlton.
Calm the fucking
Sunday
bombers.
night, the tradition at the MCG, the home of footy. 2 captains playing for potentially the captainship of All-Australian.
Yeah, potentially,
Potentially Merritt versus
Zach
Fox.
Merritt's been unbelievable. They both have.
This game's fucking awesome. Hopefully, as Dar said on the roast, hopefully Langdon plays.
Langford, yes.
Lang Jesus is who I was thinking of. Jeff, who do you like?
Are the Essendon Bombers the 2017 Richmond Tigers?
Wow.
So let me take you back to 2016. The Tigers lost the final game of the year by 113 points. The Bombers lost their last game of 2023 by 70 points and their second last game by 126 points last year. That's how the Bombers finished.
Game.
After 12 games in 2017, the Tigers were 7 wins, 5 losses. After 12 games in 2024, the Bombers are 8 wins, 3 losses and a draw. After 12 games, the Tigers had 1,051 points for, 958 points against. After 12 games, the Bombers have 1,011 points for, 983 points against. It's within like 40 points there. Richmond lost to Adelaide at Adelaide Oval in round 6 by 76 points in 2017. Essendon lost to Port Adelaide at Adelaide Oval in round 4 by 69 points in 2024. Now, I'm not saying Essendon are going to win the premiership or win 3 of the next 4 premierships.
Sounds like it.
But their projections feel very, very similar. And they feel like similar teams. No one called Richmond until they became Richmond, basically. And as soon as Richmond became Richmond, it was Rance, Dusty, Cochin, Rewalt. Then they added Tom Lynch later. And these players became like Hall of Fame superstars. Now that Essendon are flying, you realise how good Merritt, Ridley, Stringer, Langford, and some of the other guys on the park are. So are the Essendon Bombers the 2017 Tigers?
That gets me so fucking jacked up.
As you said, you can't say yes because we didn't know that Richmond were Richmond until they were. So
And it sounds like you do think Essendon will win the premiership.
I don't know.
That's what I was hearing. Were you hearing that, Lou?
A little bit of it. A little bit of it. What are they paying? Still paying $2.70 to win one final.
I like it. Yeah. I think they're really good. I think with John Ridley and Ben Mackay, I think they're really good. And Jake Laverty. I think they've got key forwards. I think they've got key backs. They've got an A-grade midfielder. They've got guys. I think they're really good.
Parrish is still out. Redmond's injured.
I think they're really good. Peter Wright for one at $1.23.
Yes,
just asking for one snag from 7-seater, chicken fajita, ass eater, 2 meter Peter. We were at this game last year. We went to this game last year. It was a big squad of us. It was his first game of the season. He kicked 5 on the Blues. He gave him a bath. He was fucking dominant being there. Just one, please, Peter. Just the one. He kicked 1 last week. Just one. He did cost us the 10K Punters Club a couple of weeks ago. But I'm just asking for one, Peter. $1.23 co.
I'll take Essendon's most important player, Jordan Ridley, for 20 plus disposals at $1.49.
Awesome.
He has been so good since he's been back from injury. And it just shows you, like, he is the glue to Essendon's back line. He makes everyone better, everyone else better around him. So I will take him for 20 plus disposals. He likes to take kickouts too. So
that helps.
That always helps.
Good betting, mate.
Yeah.
Give me Focky for one. Father of Coda Patrick Cripps. $1.61 anytime. Unbelievable. This man's coming in the Brownlow, as you showed us, Sticky. And as we said, he gets votes. He's tougher than a road apple, this bloke. Just heading the casserole sort of stuff. Consistently creeping forward now, Jev, and starting to hurt teams on the scoreboard. I'm obviously betting with my heart here a little bit, but also betting with my head. He kicked 2 in a minute last week against Inexistent.
Yeah.
You get that? He tore him apart. In excess, never tear us apart.
That's awesome.
That's not too bad. The week before that, we beat the Gold Cunts. He kicked 1. This is fucking huge. Fock for one, $1.61. Captain. He'll beat Merritt. He'll be captain of the All-Australian team.
No.
Fock's a lock.
Come on. Jumping on the back of that, Luke.
Please.
Pat Cripps for 20
Yes.
at $1.19. What a fucking player. This bloke's in better form than Dua Lipa.
Oh.
He hasn't gone under 20 touches in 2024.
Jesus.
He's had 20 in every single game in 2024, and we're getting $1.19 for 20. He's off a 10-day break.
Yep.
As you said, it's for the captain of the All-Australian in this game, or it feels like it. He'll be ready to fire the skip. Cripps 20, Cripps a snag, co.
And then add on Adam Sard for 15, the $1.33. It's hit every game this year except for one, and that game he got injured in the second quarter. So yeah, he's another bloke that likes to take the kickouts as well. So I'll be looking for Sard for 15 disposals.
That's good bet. We love 15.
Yeah, great to have him back.
$1.33 is a bit of value there as well, so we'll take that.
Yep. In the lock of my life, Charlie for 2. $1.28. I don't understand why we're still getting it. 4 things in life that are certain, Jeff. Chafing on your thighs after the biathlon at footy camp. Your uncle pissed at Christmas. Your mum looking smoking hot in a sundress, and my man Chuck kicking 2 at prime time.
Yes,
it's unbelievable. He hit his last 10. I think he's kicked an anytime goal scorer. We put this up about 3 weeks ago. I think he's up to 59. He kicked a goal in the last 59 games.
So many.
We're asking for 2. Prime time. Weather looks good. We'll be at the DI.
Harry Mackay for 2 at $1.45. We just have to take this leg as it's the first time he's playing on his brother.
Yep.
You just know he's kicking 1 on his brother. And there will be a little argy-bargy after it, or a kiss on the lips or something a little fucking weird from these two. It's just happening. And if he's kicking 1, he's probably kicking 2.
Good point.
He'll kick another snag on someone else.
Yep.
Whether it's before the one on his brother and the kiss on the lips, or after the one on his brother
Yeah,
piss on lips.
of course.
But he's going to kick one on his brother and one on someone else. You pick the order, but $1.45 for 2 is fucking awesome. You just know it's happening. Mother Mackay's going to be loving it.
The lip
That
kisses.
kiss on the lips, that'd be hilarious. That'd be so good.
Any other legs, Ko?
That's me done for that game, yeah.
One more. This is a free hit. Monday Arvo.
Free crack
This
at
is
it.
awesome. Or as I said last week, Jeff, you can't have a shot from 230 out. You need a couple little 45s, little in border, and then you go from 60.
Yeah.
This is from 60. Collingwood versus Melbourne, the big freeze. It should be held at Marvel, really, just to keep all the ice in. But be at the G. Jeff, who do you like?
Oh, give me Bobby Hill for a goal
Yeah,
at
of course.
$1.17.
Yeah,
like that.
He's kicked a snag 5 games in a row.
Yep.
He's kicked 6 goals his last 3 against the Ds.
Yep.
And he's a big game player and always performs in prime time at the G. We saw him grand final day.
Yep.
I just want him for 1 goal. He's kicking a goal for the Pies this weekend. Bobby Hill, anytime, $1.17. Co.
I've got Morgs' man, the Portuguese rattlesnake.
Yes.
Christian Pachaka, anytime, $1.33. He's kicked 9 in his last 4 weeks.
Has he really?
So the form's there. And he's played 8 years in the AFL.
Yep.
And he's kicked a goal in 6 of the Kings/Queen birthday games.
Perfect.
So the form is there. He needs to step up after last week. So
Yep.
I'll take the Portuguese rattlesnake.
Fuck, they were shit last week, the Ds.
I did think it should be known we had him for 20. He had 26, so he was valiant.
Yeah. He was over 2
And if there's
bucks
one man that's
for
going
it.
to step up for the Ds, it's going to be Petrarca.
He'd
so-
be embarrassed after that.
Yeah.
He reminds me a lot of my leg. I got another who am I for you. Last week, I paid $1.23 for 20. I'm 100% in my last 40 for 20. I'm 100% in my last 20 at the MCG. I've played the Pies 8 times. I've played the Pies 8 times. And I've had 20 in every game. Who am I, Jeff?
He did the same who am I last week. I know who the answer is. And you just gone,
Go with it. Go with it.
It's got to be Ed Langdon.
David Neitz.
That's a great guess. I'm Petrarca, the rattlesnake.
The Portuguese runner. I'm shocked. You got me.
The stats are too good. 100%.
The form's there.
100% my
Oh,
last
God.
40 max.
40 in a row.
So,
He's had 20 touches.
what I am thankful for of the book is that they brought him in at least. $1.23 we got last week. We're getting $1.19. So
Still, $1.19's cash.
we'll gobble that up, but at least they brought it in.
Oh,
the rattlesnake, we love him. So 20 and 1 basically.
20.
You had him for a snag?
Yep.
21 club.
If he's, this is a ramble topic, but he's $2 for 25 again come
Yep.
Monday, take it.
Yes.
Last week, Bont had 38, Treloar had 37.
Yep.
I think Bailey Dale had 30 as well. Like, the Pies midfield gives up touches to good players.
For sure.
If he's in there, he's going to eat.
Oh,
So-
I'd wax me nuts if he didn't have 25.
20 and $1.19 is
20
a
for
fucking
sure.
lock.
That's awesome.
Nick Dacos for 30 at $1.50.
Yep.
The
Boy.
kid. I think he's going to be the best player we've ever seen.
Wow.
I used to be a hater and pick holes in his game, but nah, fuck it. I'm just going to enjoy the ride. This kid's going to be our LeBron, our Mahomes. He's back to favourite in the Brownlow. Nick Dacos is the Chris Judd of Gary Ablett Juniors. Yes, I'm gobbling up this $1.50 for 30. He's had 35 games in a row. He's had 32 of his last 3 against Melbourne, and one of them was a 27, but he still gets 30. He's so fucking good.
Is there a medal for this game?
Just a hot shower.
Just a hot shower. After
Right.
a cold Monday after on the G. Nah, he's a lock for 30. He's so fucking good.
Oh, yeah.
I've got his brother, Josh, for 20 at
Great bet.
$1.23.
Great bet.
Last 5, he's had 23, 26, 30, 28, and 22.
Yes.
So the form's there, and I've done a bit of a little deep dive.
Okay.
So bear with me here.
Yep.
The last time he played without Mason Cox, Jordan De Goey, and Pendlebury, he had 23 disposals.
Fuck, when
And
was that?
They're all still.
Yeah,
not
when
playing.
was that?
It was last week. Yeah, so
Oh, well, the form's there.
The form's there.
That's
so I
form.
argue with that.
And
So
there's no Grand Prix on Sunday night.
exactly.
So,
So
he'll
he can
be
concentrate.
fresh Monday. Doesn't watch the Grand Prix because we know he loves it.
so he loves playing without
Oh.
those blokes.
That's a great bet, Matt.
Thanks, mate.
Give me the big Gorn on the cob. Max Gorn. He's taller than your dad's tab at a Balinese masseuse. The best ruckman in the league. The pyramid's ruckman and therefore my ruckman, Jeff. I love this tall cup of tea set shot. He just lopes in. He kicks it 70 metres long and 140 metres high.
Yes.
He's kicked a goal in 4 of his last 5. He's played 5 games at the G this year. He's kicked one in every game.
Oh, God,
when I
yeah.
give you those stats, I'm getting $1.91. Wow.
That's
$1.91.
a 2-1 for Gorney to
It's
kick
almost white whale. I reckon white whale's in the 2s, but that's fucking an
So
awesome leg.
nice.
Great value in a 100k multi, which you need to have. You got any other legs?
No, that's it.
No, that's it.
Is that
I'm
it?
done.
That's it.
Yeah,
31 legs this week. We've gone.
31 legs. So as I said, have you got it? I can read
I've got it.
Yeah, you can read it out. So yeah, as we said, we stack the same game multi. So you have to have the bet in the same game multi section of every game, and then it allows you. So we get a few messages every week.
And if
just
you're
fair
a
enough.
member of our Patreon, we will send you this directly, and you
Yep.
just got to put it in your bet slip, and it's in.
Correct.
So let's go all the way to Hawthorn GWS. Oh, you got to have $10.90 on this, as it pays $9,179, and that will win you $100,058.97. Massimo D'Ambrosio for 15, Jai Newcomb for 20, Dylan Moore anytime.
Come on.
Liam Duggan 20, Ben King 2.
Love it.
That's Saturday done. We
Just
get
get
through
through.
Saturday.
Come on.
Just get through.
Swans Geelong, Errol 25, Cameron 15, Chad Warner 20, Brody Grundy 15.
Love it.
Jeremy Cameron 2, Hawkins anytime, Brad Close anytime, Tyson Stengel anytime, Will Hayward, Tom Papley, Chad Warner, Joel Amati anytime.
That is a huge same game.
Nah, fuck. They all kick on. The form's there.
What's that pay?
$31. Next, Essendon Carlton.
Yep.
Ridley 20, Pat Cripps 20, Adam Sard 15, Harry Mackay for 2, Charlie Kerno for 2, Pat Cripps anytime, Peter Wright anytime.
Yep.
Good betting.
Love it.
Get to Monday.
Come on.
We're live on Sunday night. We're waking up
up and
Monday.
about Monday.
We haven't watched the Grand Prix. We've gone to bed early because we're up and about. We're a bit dusty from the pub.
Oh, yeah.
Collingwood, Melbourne. Nick Dacos 30, Petrarca 20, Josh Dacos 20, Jack Crisp 20. We forgot that one. No one had any notes
I
on
think that one made it.
Christian Petrarca anytime, Max Gawn anytime, Bobby Hill anytime.
Come on.
Who is getting Jack Crisp?
I think that was your league, wasn't it?
No, I don't think so.
You have it. Oh, no, it's a good
He
league.
is in good form.
He's in good form. It's a good league. He had 30 last week, I
Yeah,
think.
that's a good bet.
That's a good bet.
That's a great fucking bet.
Probably a fraction more goal kicks in Swans Geelong than I remember. No, it's good because it's a mix of Swans and Geelong. We haven't got one Swans player to kick two.
So if
It's
we, yeah.
Will, Papley, Warner and Amati.
Yep.
And then it's Cameron and Hawkins, Close and Stengel.
So-
They're their 4 goal kickers.
hammer the over.
Hammer the over at the SCG.
Hope it's not raining.
Sunday Arvo.
at the Swan
we
Park.
should've checked the weather.
Nah, it's fine. They kick snags up there.
Sydney would be good.
No, that's a great bet. I like having it on. I like having the bet on.
Yeah.
Obviously, we've brought the fans in, and we'll do that again. But I like having the bet on. Jev, it's time.
This is,
We're about to start the ramble. There's no stinger yet for the ramble, but there needs to be a song. If you've got an idea of a theme song, but it's finally time to begin the ramble. So it's 8:02. We'll see how long this lasts. Thanks for watching. For those that don't watch this,
I'm going to head off now. Is that all right?
Feel free to turn off
Yes,
the ramble.
welcome.
Most people do.
Some people say it's their favourite segment.
100k versus bookies. We have a look at the line bets and ones that just jump out to us.
Yep.
So I took the Dogs last week at plus 2.5.
Great bet.
I think they changed to minus 2.5. I still took them. I thought Collingwood fielded a shit side.
Yep, you
And
did.
I
Yep.
just got it done. Lou, you took Freo plus 12.5 points against Melbourne and they won by 92 points.
I said they dirty it down.
Yeah,
And they
and
did. They actually didn't dirty it down.
They
but
made it pretty football.
they
But
got the job
geez.
done.
So this week, who do you like, Co?
I've gone North plus 20.5.
20's a lot.
This has to be their chance for a win, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
it does.
to be.
No Tim Kelly, no Harley Reid. They're coming off the bye. Surely this is their chance.
This
So,
is their grand final, surely.
I mean, it's not a safe bet to bet on North, but come on.
They have to cover that 20.
Surely. And I also love Gold Coast minus 2.5. If they're going to beat the Saints,
They're going to win.
they're going to beat them by,
Yep.
over 3 points. So
You think they're better than the Saints as well?
I think they're better than the Saints. Yeah.
I love betting with my head in the 100k. I try not to bet with my heart. I try to take emotion out of it. I look at the points. I look at the numbers. I absolutely love the Swans to cover the 18.5 points against the Cats at the SCG. The Swans are winning by an average margin of 37 points at the SCG this year.
Yep.
It's nice.
They are going to run so fucking fast at the Cats and have over 10 different goal scorers. Mate,
Hopefully.
they're going to have over 10 different goals. They're coming off the bye.
Yep.
They're 10-1 coming off their second bye of the
know.
year.
How does that
fresh?
work?
How fresh are they going to be? We're getting 18 points. Gobble up those 18 points. I wanted to have the Swans line in the 100k, but we would have to take a goal score around. We're not doing that. So that'd be silly. So the Swans minus 18.5 is the bet that stands out for me for the week.
Of course it does.
In fairness to you, you have been eyeing this game off for about 3 weeks.
Yeah. I think we're going to go with Adam with so much. I reckon we're going to win by 40 plus.
Yep. And that's fair enough. You're in good form in the versus bookies. Thursday night, June 6th. I reckon quickly on this one because it doesn't come out till tonight. Crows, Richmond, who do you like? It's over there.
I like Jake Saligo to have 30 touches,
Okay,
Lou.
yep.
So he's only ever had 30 touches once in his career, and I reckon Friday night will be second. We're getting $2.12 for 30.
That's good. Really good.
Jordan Dawson's a bit banged up.
Yep.
The whole of Adelaide are a bit banged up. They're a different team at home. He's had 28, 28, and 31 his last 3 at home.
Yep.
And that was so he's due 30. I like Jake Saligo in your same game multis for $2.12.
As you said on the roast, it's hard to trust the Crows, but you're right. They could win by triple digits.
They do play a lot better at home.
Yes.
Especially against, no Dusty.
Yep.
So
So-
Tim Taranto's back for Richmond.
Yeah, there you
Look
go.
for him for disposal.
So
I'm sure he's
Adelaide's
playing.
last game at Adelaide Oval, they beat West Coast by 99 points.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
They're 32.5 point favourites. No Tex, no Ruckman in Riley O'Brien.
Got
and
dropped.
then Richmond bring back in Shai Bolton, Tim Taranto, Dion Prestia,
yeah.
and Jacob Kaczynski.
Yeah, right.
Jacob Kaczynski.
He sucks. But those 3 midfielders come back in. So what side would you lean? Adelaide minus 32.5, who are a totally different team at home, or Richmond plus 32.5?
Going off last week's performance from the Tigers, I'll take the Tigers.
Take Tigers. They had a bit of grit about them.
Yeah.
I was leaning Adelaide, but now I'm thinking Richmond as well.
I like
think
it.
they're going to have a good
Show a bit of fight.
And I also like Lockie Scholl as well. He kicks a snag every week. Getting $1.56 for him to get 20 and $1.46 for him to kick a goal. Saligo, Scholl pays $4.50.
There you go. There's the bet. Get on that tonight because it'll come out Thursday morning. On to the biggest game of the round, the big freeze, of course. Friday night at Marvel, Bulldogs Lions. Jeff, what are you thinking?
I like the Dogs.
Yeah, you've liked them all year.
Ever since I went and watched them against the Swans,
Yep.
the talent they put out on the park is fucked. They put so many good players out in the park and they're missing so many good players.
Mm-hmm.
So I like them to win definitely in $1.55. The 9.5 is thereabouts.
Yep.
I don't
Yeah.
think they're a great blowout team.
Yep.
But Bont under the lid is one of the best players I've
That
ever
game
seen.
last week is one of the best games you'll ever see someone play.
So
Tune in.
2 and 38.
Little side note, I think Luke Beveridge deserves a little bit of credit. If you hear him in the media the last 3 weeks, he sounds like a different coach. He's obviously mixed it up, and good on him.
he was getting fired if they lost to the Tigers
Yep,
that night,
for
3
sure.
weeks
Yeah.
ago. And
Yeah.
then they've
Then
won
they've
3.
beat him by 100 points.
100 points.
Yeah.
They've won
Yep.
3 of the last 4. Look, I've got one for you.
Please.
So, 28-year-old male. You know the bloke on Instagram? 28-year-old
Yes,
male.
very
Very
funny.
funny guy.
Very
Very
funny.
funny Instagram. Was DMing us last week. Said, who do we like? Who do we like? Blah, blah, blah. We're giving a few legs for Dogs Collingwood.
Yep.
And he said to us, he goes, I love Josh Dacos to have a big game.
Yep.
He reckons the Dogs squeeze the ground and then the winger on the other side of the ground gets off the chain.
Yep.
Josh Dacos had 2 at halftime. What did he pay for 2? Do you have any Gold Rush?
Yeah, I did $10.
$10 for
Yep.
2. So I was looking at, and then I watched Errol Goulden against him. He
Yep.
kicked a snag from the wing, and Sam Wicks was playing on the other wing. He kicked a snag from the
Pepper.
wing. Dr. Pepper kicked a snag.
Get on the
He's
wing.
called it.
Get
So
on- get
I'm
on
looking
wing.
for the wingman. So I looked up who plays on the wing for the dog, for the Lions.
Lions.
Jasper Fletcher, $3.60 anytime.
Really?
Can't even get him for 2.
Wow.
Jasper Fletcher, and then who was the other bloke playing on the wing? I can't.
Bismack Biombo, wasn't it?
Yeah. I think it was- yeah. And then another leg that just jumps out to me for the Lions, Kai Lohman can seriously
Yeah.
play.
Yep.
I seriously
He's a
like.
chance for the rising star now.
I
as well.
seriously like the way he plays football. I'm getting $3.20 for him to kick 2.
Yep. That's
$3.20 for him to
Kick
kick
five.
2.
2 weeks
five,
ago.
yeah.
5 2
He's in
weeks
Gold Rush.
ago.
It's a good bet.
Small. So if you took Jasper Fletcher for a snag at 360 into Kai Lohman, you're getting about 10 to 1
Yep,
for
I
just
like
a
it.
2 leg
McCluggage
multi.
might play a bit on the wing as well.
So this is Bont's last 3 at Marvel Stadium. This is 3 weeks in a row they've
Thanks
played there.
to our friends at StatMate.
38, 26, and 26 in disposals.
Yep.
And then goals 2, 2, and 3.
Yeah, so he's on.
He's a fucking freak.
Just a multi, just Bont 25.
25 and 2.
Yeah.
25 and 2
25
club.
and 2.
And the Dogs to win.
Into Fletcher, into Lohman, into Dogs to win, into Trelaw 30.
Into Bosh.
Friday night we get the train over to Footscray, is it?
oh,
25
that sounds
and
all
2
right.
club.
That sounds good.
Couple of vodka Razzies.
Oh, just before we finish the ramble, Dar sent a multi.
This is part of the ramble.
This is, yeah, of course.
Are we still live?
We're still live.
Oh,
Can you
fuck,
believe it? No, so Dar sent the Brownlow leaderboard. I think
odds.
it's the top 10 of the odds. So
Oh, thanks to the bookies.
yeah, Nick Dacos is first at 4 to 1. So
Yep.
it's Dacos, Heaney, Cripps, Merritt, Sarong, but Sarong's on a bye. Warner, Bontempelli, Noah Anderson. Das is like, let's put a superstar multi on.
Yep,
He's like,
that's good.
they're the best players in the league for a reason. Let's put a superstar multi on. So Das has put this multi on.
It's a win.
Pays 58 to 1. Bont 25 and a goal. Good stuff.
That's
Love
that's
that.
what you said.
Great
Yeah.
start.
Noah Anderson 25 and a goal.
Yep.
The goal's a bit risky. We love him for 25
Yep.
though, but he's a fucking good player. Chad Warner for 20 and a goal. Isaac Heaney for 25 and a goal.
Yep, like it.
Love it. Pat Cripps 20 and a goal. Zach Merritt 25.
Both
Yeah,
great.
like that. Love that actually.
Dacos 30 and a goal.
Yeah. it's hard.
Sarong's on a bye. 58-1
That's awesome.
for the superstar multi. They're all in the top 10 of the Brownlow. Fucking it's like if you, as Dar said, if you're betting on the Coleman, you might as well bet on all the top 5 of the Coleman to kick 2.
Yeah,
To
for
win
sure.
the Coleman, you got to kick goals.
Smart.
How many legs is that altogether?
13 legs.
13 legs. I guarantee you that if that loses, no more than 2 legs will be wrong.
I agree.
That's a great investment.
I agree. And if it's like Dacos 31, he might have 29 and 1. It would be a fucking good bet.
You hearing this, Matt?
What's your
fucking
favourite
good
bet?
stuff.
I cannot wait to listen back to this.
You don't get this sort of stuff anywhere else, Jeff.
No, because no one's listening.
Correct.
Except for us.
People listen. I listen every week.
You're a good
I really
man.
do.
You're a good man. We really appreciate
It's
it.
probably the best part of the show, to be fair.
The ramble.
Yeah.
Lucky ramble. The hoodies are out, Jeff.
Yeah.
Patreon. If you want
The hoodies are fucked.
If you want the same game multi-link sent right to your email inbox and access to the Discord where the Zach Williams sit was 2 weeks ago, William31 in the chat is just handing out fire. Georgia today was handing out NRL and baseball fire. Baseball tips, Jeff. I gave out, what did I send? I sent someone a Zinger box last night.
Did you?
Just to say thanks for being there. So $2 a week gets you the Patreon. Send you the links to your email in the Discord as well. The hoodies are out. Matt, thank you very much.
Can I ask one? Celtics or Mavs?
Celtics or Mavs?
You saying he hates the Mavs. He tipped the
Nah.
Mavs to miss the playoffs.
Yeah, I did. Early on.
Oh, that's
He tipped the Mavs to miss the playoffs.
Having said that, I love watching them. My gut says Celtics in 7.
Yeah,
but
I'm
I'm rooting for the Mavs.
I just think the Celtics are the best team. Have been all year.
I reckon Mavs in 6.
Yep.
I reckon Luka gives him a bit of a
Look,
bath.
the Mavs have the best player,
Yep.
but then the Celtics have
The next 4 or the next 5.
Yeah, 5 potentially. So
If Luka has like a generational series, it won't shock me whatsoever.
like I'm the best player in the world. Like here I am.
Gonna be all-timer.
Have a 35er, have a 31. Kyrie has his
Kyrie has a
game.
25 or
There's
something.
3 wins.
Luka loves going into other teams' buildings and shutting them the fuck up.
And just
Yes.
scre- screaming at the
barking
fan.
at 'em.
Yeah.
Great question. The
Where's the
Ramble,
like
the
Juggernaut?
Rambles entered basketball.
Hey, we started at 8:02. It's now 8:13.
We
Next
get-
minutes of
We
rambling.
get game 2 Monday as well, day off.
Yeah, day
Great
off.
shout.
Huge.
And then game 4 is on the weekend after.
Awesome. Next week we'll ramble on the upcoming Olympics, Jeff. It should be good. The K1's one of my
And
favourites.
Donald Trump's trial potentially.
Yes. Darcy will be back next week. Darcy will be in the chair. And we might have a seriously big guest.
We're not going to
well,
name it. I can't see it not happening.
Yeah, you're right.
But Dar's back.
Darcy's back.
Big
He's
Dar's
the
back.
guest.
That's
Yeah,
huge.
It'd be good to have Darcy back. Again, thank you, Matt.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks
Appreciate
to
it.
Better Beer.
Hey, before we do chill, we tip our teams. I
Sorry,
reckon the Swans win by 40 points.
I'll go Bombers by 4 points.
Blues by a goal.
This feels like a handshake bet at the
I'm
top.
the fucking Bombers, man.
Chili, baby back ribs. And that is the ramble.
Go
Like
Bombers.
3 rambles.
More rambling.
Lucky
Go
ramble.
Celtics.
Chances are you're about to lose. For free and confidential support, call 1-800-858-858 or visit gamblinghelponline.org.au.